Hey, good morning, guys. Good morning. Wait, did it just shut off or come back on? Do do do. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I was looking for my. Anyways, hey, good morning, Max. Good morning. Hello, hello, Jay. Do do do. Let me get some music. Please don't stop the music. Do 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 do. I need to change my background because today deserves bloodiness. I'm really hoping, Dan. Good morning. I'm hoping. Where's the background? Dang it, do I not have it anymore? Shish. Okay. I'm hoping for a gap down and then recovery. Hopefully. Hopefully. I know we had a red background now. Where is it? It's not this one, is it? Oh yeah, it's this one. This one, shows you a bit more like, okay, it reminds you of the blood that's on the streets. Exactly, right, Mark? I'm really hoping for a dip and rip this morning as well. So we're basically opening really close to the lows of the day. Um, so we shall see what happens. Bitcoin is back to 82, 83. So what a scam pump and dump. Let me look at the S&P on the daily and the 4 hour though really quickly, and then we can move on. Alrighty. I think we mentioned that um I almost want to go look at the 4 hour time frame because it gives us more candles. But I'm just gonna stick with the daily. Stick with the daily. There is a level at 575, right? And then you have the 200 at 570. I think we've seen a few people talk about like 570, right? Retest the 200 EMA, which would be a good retest. So 560, everybody. Hopefully not. I want to see a dip and rip this morning. That's what I'm hoping for. Arturo, good morning. Patricia, good morning. Kifoy, good morning. Chefman, good morning. Good morning, everybody. There's a whole bunch of you guys that I missed, but good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So, 580 is a really important level this morning, right? Last night or yesterday, we sold up to 579.90. So 580, and then we bounced at the end. And obviously, this morning we're selling up to the same level again. Now Mexico and Canada are fighting back, and the UK, like a whole bunch of countries are fighting back, right? So they're like, nope, we're not going to stand for this. We're going to fight back, right? So those tariffs went into effect, and now the other countries are fighting back. So the market obviously doesn't like that, right? So now we're dipping. Surprise. Um, the question that I was asking this morning though is, so Trump initially brought these tariffs forward and said, okay, like I'm gonna do 25% for Mexico and Canada, right? Unless they do this, unless we get more security at the border. And so now we're getting all these reports that border crossings have gone down like 90 something percent, right? My question is why are these tariffs still going into place? Like why, right? But I guess as I was learning this morning, or again, you just never know, right? You just never know what they talk about, I guess. you know Someone told me. So yeah, you never know, they might have talked about other things, right? Yeah, you never know. He might have asked for a whole bunch of things, and then they only gave him the troops at the border, right? He's like, okay, but what about these other 10 things? So then he's like, you know what, the tariffs are still going to go into place because you guys are not doing it. But yeah, anyways, who knows? On yeah. Yeah, so yup. We'll see how the whole thing plays out. Great or cow? It's a goat. It's a goat. Shima. When we went to Vegas, Shima, we were walking like on the like where people like do a whole bunch of stuff on the strip, and then they sell a whole bunch of stuff, and then Josh got me this hat. So let's go. But yeah, we'll see how the whole market plays out today. Shima's been doing a good job, by the way, of playing like the inverse ETFs. like UVXY, the VIXY, UH, right? There's a whole bunch more. You can, SQQQ, right? You can look at the semiconductor, like bearish ETF as well. So there's a whole bunch of stuff. At least for now, though, for the S&P, we can look at 580 at the open, right? It looks like we're about to open at the lows, like the bottoms. Um, so we shall see how the day plays out. Again, I'm really hoping that we dip now and then bounce back. Trump is supposed to address Congress later today, 9 p.m. Eastern time. So I don't know if that's going to be a good thing or not a good thing. Anyways, who knows? But for now, again, look at the violence, right? We're opening up below yesterday's lows. That's not exactly a good thing, is it? It's not, right? In terms of momentum stocks, guys, we'll come back to the big stuff, right? Tesla also had horrible news this morning, something about China's cutting the EV numbers or like sales. And then also the tariffs don't really help, right? So Tesla is getting slapped, right? And then in terms of like momentum stocks, UOKA is looking good, right? Consolidating in that demand zone. This is a brand new name change IPO, RDGT, so we can keep an eye on this one. Some of you guys already played with this one. Mass reported earnings, and they did really well, so we can keep an eye on this one on the breakout and anything else that shows up. Deal. Okay. Make sure my broker is open and good to go here. Good to go. Dang, some nasty sell-offs. Nasty sell-offs in the markets. Question for you guys though, like, what's your favorite name for now? Like, what are you guys looking forward to the most in terms of like stocks? FRGT is looking interesting, isn't it? Let me pull that one up. FRGT. Yeah, it's getting a little bit of like spiky volumes coming in. You can kind of see though over the last few days, last few weeks, right? It's been struggling to break above $1.50, right? So now that it's already at $1.41, yeah, and there goes the dip, right? So if that's something you're interested in, be looking for like $1.20 and break of $1.50. Teggy, that's your favorite name as well, yeah. So it is getting a bit of attention, which is good. It just needs it needs to break out, or it needs to give you closer to $1.50. Deal? Or $1.20, sorry. So breakout or dipskis, there goes the breakout. So clearly that thing has a lot of attention on it. There goes $1.59. $1.64. Shush. Okay. See the I kind of don't like these candles at the open because they're moving by 10 cents. Right. So honestly, again, if you're not sure and you're not already in a position, be careful, please. Right? Like for a penny stock like this to be moving 10 cents is pretty aggressive. So that looks interesting. We're going to keep an eye on it. This one did well this morning, CYCU, but it's not really doing anything for now. Your next support is 64-ish cents. Alrighty, that's where that demand zone is at. The S&P getting NTAT, right? So, shish. I feel like we're gonna spend as soon as the market slows down, we're gonna spend the rest of it roasting Trump. I feel like. Anyways, UOKA is finding some good support at 2150. So if they can stay above that, that'd be good. We're gonna spend today roasting Trump. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Shish. Yeah, so you need some consolidation above $1.50 for FRGT. Alrighty. Good morning, Jericho. Hello. Hello. Good morning, Diane. Futures way back when? Only do stocks now? Okay. Yeah. Yep, and we're back to 140 for this thing. So all of these crazy candles at the open are always a bit scary unless you're in positions already. Jericho, this is the perfect time for you to be writing those puts, right? Perfect time. So yeah, SPYs are sitting at the lows of the day. Lows of the day. Crazy, right? Okay, let's see here. You're up today, so you'll be lurking. Glad to be here, Lauren. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Good, Lauren. Yeah. So, and Bitcoin is still hovering around 83,000. Do 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 do. Hmm. Hmm. FRGT looks the best, but it also has a lot of like crazy candles. RDGT's halted down. Yeah, right. So unless that thing breaks out, I don't think it's something that you should be touching anyways. Um, yeah, so this is China Jojo. You guys remember this stock? China Jojo. The only thing they did was change the name. The name of the company is the same, but the ticker symbol was changed. Why they did that? I don't know why they did that. Um, Criminals, right? Yeah. China Jojo name change. So name changes can usually be can be a good thing. Yeah. There you go. Oh, the storefront. Oh yeah, no, we've looked. We've looked. FRGT is pushing for brand new highs of the day. So this one for now looks the best. FRGT looks the best. Your next supply zone is 170. I wish that thing moved a bit more consistently. Like the candles looked a bit more presentable, but it is pushing, right? So FRGT for sure is looking like the best stock for now. Is anybody holding FRGT in the chat? 170. Yeah, you are, Shima? Okay, very nice. Yeah, so it's done a good job holding above that 150 level. So now it's pushing for the next level then. AK 140, very nice tank, yeah. 164 as well. Jason, okay. Yeah, no, it looks good. Um, it looks like Bitcoin is pumping. Oof. Yeah, nice $1,000 pop for Bitcoin. SPY with a nice little pop as well. All the other names we're looking at, nothing really happening with them. Actually, MASS is pushing for 370. So watch 370 deadline for your next resistance. Alrighty, and then the next level we need to close above is 170 for FRGT. If it can close above that level, then it's ready for more. If it doesn't, then it's not ready. So it's 150 versus 170 now. $1.20, Jordan, very nice. I like it. But it lacked the volume FRGT. Yeah. Yep. No, FRGT is definitely looked a bit sus, even though it looks amazing right now. ASTS is pushing for highs of the day, it seems. Okay. Highs of the day. So you can kind of see as much as we broke above 170 to 176, we never really closed above that red zone, the supply zone, right, at 170. So obviously that's a problem, right? So 170 is our next little level there. And then again for MASS, this one looks good, right? This is one of those that, actually has like a catalyst, right? They actually have news. It's actually good news. They reported earnings. The earnings were okay, right? And the market liked the earnings. That's the most important thing. And it's been performing. So if you look to the left-hand side, if you're watching this, again, you have that, 170 pre-market high that it's approaching at the open now. So it's going to need to break above that 170 next. Alrighty, and then your next support again, closer to 325. Ready? Perfect. So those are the two stocks that look good right now. MASS and FRGT. They're both testing resistance. Funny enough, the resistance levels have a 70 at the end of it. Good job on the exit, by the way, AK. Well done. Give me a high five. And looks like we tapped 370 for MASS and then came back down. Well done, skis. Damn, SPY just pushed all the way back to the 80. 580. I really want to see SPY go from red to green today. But anyways, there goes FRGT. Still pushing above that 170 and not closing above it, right? Like that's a crazy candle, isn't it? That candle went all the way to 179, but then came right back below 170. So again, really important that when you're looking to get into breakouts, the candles actually close above the breakout level. Alrighty, because if it doesn't, you could easily get scammed. So that thing needs to close above 170, and then it's ready for more. Uh, RDGT still holds it down, right? And then obviously again, MASS is double top that 370 and then coming back down. So if you can get a higher low, that'd be good. Back to FRGT though. Come on, you can do it. It looks like that resistance is 175, doesn't it? Like when you look at the wicks, but it's 170. So it's fighting. It looks like this candle might actually close above it though. And there goes brand new highs of the day. So just tap 180. There's 14 seconds left on that candle. 78.50 then? Okay. There goes new highs for FRGT. If you're still holding FRGT, type in yes in the chat. Oof. I think it's like I'm the captain now, guys. Don't worry. And again, this is like, just a reminder to you guys. GT. Just a reminder to you guys, like it doesn't matter what, like the markets can be crashing, right? And momentum stocks are still gonna move, right? This is just a reminder. There's always gonna be money made somewhere. Alrighty. So people that always ask, oh, like, but what if the market's crashing? Yeah, your long-term stuff is gonna be crying, right? But yeah, it's not gonna change it's not gonna change that retail still wants to make money, right? Jason, you remember the last time, right? When the short squeezes were happening. Yes. Okay, perfect. Yeah, congratulations. Make sure you're moving your stop loss up at the very least. You sold Lizzie, that's okay. Nothing wrong with that at all, right? So it's one of those things where like people will ask, like, okay, there goes 190, brand new highs. People will often ask like, okay, like how do I know when to keep on to hold on to a stock versus like how do I know when to get rid of a stock? Like, it seems like it's 50-50. And for the most part it is, right? But when you look at, I guess what I'm trying to say is, when you see that a stock is struggling at resistance at 170, and you sell that position at 170, you should never have regrets, right? Because there will be half of the time we're getting to 170, we're stalling there, and we're going to the abyss, right? How many times do we see that? We're sitting at resistance, stalling, and then boom, skis. You're like, dang, I should have sold it at resistance. I knew it, right? The only other thing you could look at is you can look at this and say, okay, like I get that it's stalling at resistance, but it's also above the 9 EMA still, right? It's holding the 9 EMA. The candles are also giving me higher lows, so I'm okay with that, right? So that's kind of something you can think about, right? There's nothing wrong with selling it. There's also nothing wrong with like watching it and seeing the price action and saying, okay, you know what? I see a little bit of like, like buyers are still coming in. It's not giving me a red candle. There's a bit of hope, right? But also, just like it is now, stalling at 190, like you see these last three candles stalling right there at 190, you sell it at 190, there should be no regrets. Alrighty. Or, like I said, watch the higher lows or watch the 9 EMA, right? There's so many things you can do. Alrighty. What about COG? What's your position? That seems like a weird stock. Is that an actual stock? Like, is it an OTC stock? Yeah. And anytime you see a stock stalling like that, you should have, at the very least, have a stop loss in there. So you're okay. Right? SPY got rejected. Let's see. Perfect. Interesting. Okay. So you can kind of see all those candles stalling on 190, right? 190, 190, 190. Good job, by the way, Luna. I thought you were done. I thought you were done, Missy. Let's see. Blue. And there goes 160, right? So you notice the two different like scenarios that are played out here, right? Look at that, right? So we were stalling on 190, right? You could have just taken your monies and walked away, right? Because where are we now? We're all the way back down to 160, right? So again, there's nothing wrong with seeing candles stall at resistance and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna take my gains, right? Look at it get slapped, right? And when if you take your monies and it pops without you, don't have regrets. You can always come back in on a retest or on the breakout, right? There are times where like I see a stock that's failing at $1, like I'm in a stock at 90 cents, 80 cents, 70 cents, 50 cents, and then I see it stalling at $1, and then I take my profits, and then we break above $1, and then I get back in again because it's broken resistance, right? And then you go to the next level. Alrighty. So there's so many ways to play that. It keeps going up. I'll take a look. So that double top for MASS really was a strong resistance level. My goodness. So your next support, like I mentioned earlier, was closer to 325, right? Line, I'm sure you're keeping an eye on this one. RDGT, nothing happening there after that initial run. So maybe it will run again at some point. UOKA, nah, nothing, right? Not a whole lot. CYCU is slowly curling back up, which is good, right? CYCU, yeah, there you go, Lion. Trying to get back above the VWAPs there at 77 cents. So let's see if it does. The S&P is all the way back to the abyss, guys, right? So wild is what this is. Wild. And Bitcoin is looking a little bit better. Hopefully this is a double bottom for the S&P though, right? And let me take a look at the good morning, Alan. Ayo. Good morning. Good morning. Wheeler's halted up, Paul. I'll take a look. Let me look at COGNY first. COGNY. It's an OTC stock. It's an OTC stock, so I'm just going to move on. I'm just going to move on. Yeah, Wheeler's halted up. Looks like it's halted right below like previous resistance too, Paul. My charts are still loading, but it looks like, yeah, we put this line here, not sure when, but it looks like that line is still resistance, 315 to 320 for Wheeler. This thing has a history of like crazy runs, so we'll see what happens when it gets unhalted, right? The open, okay. Yeah, it looks like CYCU is failing at the VWAP, so that 77 cents is going to be an important level for that thing. What? C8RM? Hello, boy. I don't know. Resistance around 4. You do? Okay, sounds good. Yeah, no, I have that initial resistance level at 315, 320, and then probably 4 after that, right? So, but anyways, don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already, please and thank you. I would appreciate that. Take a second, smash a like, hit that subscribe if you're new. And if you're not a member yet and you want to join us in Discord, click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot and come join us. Alrighty. AMD's actually, okay. On 2 devices. Well, thank you. More. Okay, there we go. I'm just setting a long update. La 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 la. Perfect. There we go. Mass, what's Mass doing? Yeah, Mass is still selling off. So it looks like we just broke below that 325. Like it was nothing. Like, nope, you shall not pass. Yeah. It looked like it was consolidating a little bit there, AK, right? At 330, but it broke below. So we'll see. CYCU is breaking above the VWAP, which is good. So it would be nice if it broke above and then came back for the retest. And that's still halted. FRGT guys basically came back to retest the last breakout, right? The last resistance we had, which was $1.50, right? So we've talked about that concept quite a bit. The concept of like breaking above resistance and coming back for the retest, right? So this was the breakout on the left hand side, and then this was the retest for FRGT, right? So now it's slowly trying to go back up. So hopefully it does. Wheeler just came back to life, and Wheeler just exploded. Whew. My goodness, that thing said, "Hello, hi, I'm here." Damn. Did anybody FOMO into Wheeler before the halt? Anybody? I want to look at 5 million shares waiting for an answer from the SEC means I need a pump. Wow. They know they're gonna get that answer, Paul. So they're like, you know what? Let's just get it moving in advance. Just get it moving in advance. Uh, 200 EMA. I think that's a good idea. Yeah, if we get there. I think you should be watching 315 here. So if you look at that left hand side, so what I always like to do is I look at the lowest pre-market like retest. So if you look at this level, like right around this price, if you go all the way across, it's going to be very similar on MASS. So like watch that 310 315 level for mass. Alrighty. Yeah. If you haven't seen the video, guys, yeah, seriously, right, Jeff? If you haven't seen the video about like SEC filings, you should watch that video. Already, watch that video because Paul explains some really interesting things. Reasons for like markets pumping when like stocks pumping when they shouldn't be pumping. But anyways, so there's an offering coming at some point for this stock, right? At some point. CYU still stuck. Looks like we're curling a little bit on RDGT actually. $3. Wait, did we just go from $3 to $4, guys? Just like that? Damn, that's a beautiful plan. A's in the Luna. Beautiful, easy monies. Yeah, nice consolidation. Cross back above. Boom skis. That thing just moved $1 just like that. Crazy. The S&P is all over the place. Like it is all over the place. Like it is getting antat. Oh my goodness, Trump. Well, well. So the United States now officially has these tariffs in place. So 25% for Mexico, 25% for Canada, 20% on China. Sheesh. My goodness. Honestly, at this point, the answer is zero. Yeah, put zero. Soon, Jacob. Sheesh. Oof. Potential to break out. Canada will crumble. Yeah, I don't think Canada can withstand like 25% tariffs for too long, unless they're putting tariffs on American goods, right? That brings the money back. But then the question is, do those companies just go somewhere else, right? Which is what Trump wants, anyways. Like, I think he just wants everybody to come back to the States, bring all your businesses back, right? Because of all the tariffs. We've already seen companies, right? I think yesterday one of the Nissan or somebody said, oh, was it Nissan or Honda, right? They're like, oh, we're gonna start making the next, Honda Civic in the States, right? So from Mexico. So you can already tell like a lot of like companies are like, you know what? With these tariffs, Like we're not gonna make our product somewhere else because we're saving money. We're potentially saving money by getting cheap labor in Mexico. But by the time we do the 25% tariff and come back, it's not even worth it anymore, right? So how about we just make the vehicles in the States instead? I'm sure that's part of his intention. We must outrun in speedos and started eating snow cones. The cost to the consumer. Yeah, I also saw that, right? Like some companies are, Target announced this morning. Target and Best Buy. They're like, you know what? We're gonna start increasing our cost because of tariffs, right? So yeah, yeah. Again, what I'm hoping for, honestly, what I'm hoping for is that like all of this is just so people can like these countries can feel a little bit of pain, right? And then they can all like sign brand new agreements. You know, there can be like a new Canada Mexico US agreement. There can be a new China US agreement, stuff like that, right? I hope so. Anyways, moving on. FRGT looks really good, right? So really good retest. If you got in closer to that 150 and then back to highs of the day. Anybody buy that dip on FRGT? I'm sure we'll talk more about like all of the stuff that's going on, right? Um, Ayo Ryan, hello. Built in Indiana. Yeah, exactly, Jay. Yeah. Do. Um. Do. Do. Well, Lion, they might be passed on to the consumer, but they are, right? They are. Um, so, come back, new better agreement in trade. He doesn't want to just slap people. Yeah, again, that's the intention. If it works out that way, we don't know, right? But this is the intention, as Archer put it there, right? So he wants to bring jobs back to the states. All of these companies that left because of other things, he wants to bring them back to the states, right? He's looking for new agreements with these countries, right? And then to protect the border. That's what he ran on, right? So that's what he's trying to do, right? The question is, will it work that way though? Will these companies fight? Right? Will these companies be like, you know what? Screw you. We're gonna fight in unity, right? That's the question. So, but again, we know what the intention is. They have a whole world to trade with. La, la, la. No, Canada needs the US. Like you need your neighbors, Lion, right? Like who are we gonna sell to? Start shipping goods to Europe and Asia. Canada needs the US. Canada will go in a recession if these tariffs stay in place and Canada doesn't fight back. It's just that simple. There's nothing else to it. Redness, ready for a pump? Make it happen. I know, right? Like, look at this violence, Jax. My goodness. They already give him a piggyback instead. But with Mexico and China already offered, yeah. I mean, if there is an agreement like that line, okay, then yeah, sounds good. But there isn't, right? So until that's in place, like Canada needs the US, right? There's a reason why these two countries initially came to the table and sent out those troops, right? Because they know, right? Like it's not like yeah. We'll be backing away from terrorists. La, 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 la. Yeah, 194. You saw that 194. Well done. That's a good exit for FRGT. Lion. Yep. We'll see how the whole thing plays out. Honestly, what else can we do, right? We'll see how the whole thing plays out. So I cannot believe SPY is at 576, 577, guys. uh, everything is yeah. What is Jack saying now? Jax is yeah. You should get a new account, Pizza. So I think it's na. Jordan, yeah. I think that's I think let's see how we are in like middle of the year, right? I think then go from there. We'll see, right? We shall see. But it's definitely chaos. Chaos, chaos, chaos. Still kicking? Yep. Yeah, CYCU is looking okay. It looks like Wheeler came back for a retest as well, Paul. And then resistance below $2 for FRGT. So this is another retest. Let's see what happens. What are some of the stocks you guys are buying in your long-term portfolio? Because again, these are the times where where you dollar cost average, right? You scale into positions you like, right? What are some of the positions you guys are picking up? Because that's the type of stuff we should be talking about, right? Like, okay, the markets could keep selling off. Nobody knows where the bottom is going to be at, right? But what do you dollar cost averaging into is the question, right? Ah, let's go, Josh. Let's go. Josh is scaling into Bitcoin, scaling in. You're done for the day, Lion. Unbelievable. Go back to your unbelievable, Lion. Have a wonderful day. See you later. Josh, thank you very much. Thank you. So Josh is getting into Tesla, NVIDIA, BITO, QQQY, things like that. Okay, I like it. I mean, like, I don't understand the question, Alan. We've done so many classes, so many classes. You and I have had one-on-ones where I've specifically told you what to get into, right? So I don't understand what you're asking for when it comes to DCA. Would be a good session, right? Be a good educational session. Stuff like that is, like again, it's I posted my long-term portfolio and what I added today, right? In the long-term channel like 30 minutes ago. So like stuff like that's all over the place, right? I'm scaling into the afterlife. SoFi, Affirm, Intel, Lowe's, SLV. Okay, sounds good. This is a different market. Is it? Is it though? Right? Is it a different market? Because I don't really think it is, right? Don't think it is. It's the same market. It's panic always feels the same, doesn't it? Right? Panic always feels the same. People will always like overreact, over panic, right? Like, oh my goodness, the world is ending. Oh. Right? So again, like SPY looks ugly right now, right? You haven't seen ugly. Like if you have not seen ugly, this is not as bad as COVID. Like the only time I've seen the S&P halt was when COVID was happening. Like the S&P got halted, like halted down multiple times, right? That's ugly. Okay? Like that is nasty. You look and you're like, "Oh my days." Right? Like so this is actually not too bad of a level, is it? Like 575-ish? It's the 200 would be nice though, closer to like 570, 569. It was sent to the London pound. Unbelievable. Yeah, like SPY looks ugly right now, but this is the time where you slowly dollar cost average, right? We've shown this, so we've been here before, right? From the same level to the same, from the same top to the same bottom, right? Look at the left hand side, right? Also, like let me just go back down. Like look at this, right? This was worse than what's happening right now, right? Like, look at this. We went from right there all the way to down there. That was way worse than what's happening now, right? And like every time you go down, you're going to see something that's way worse. Like, look at this, right? Way worse than what's happening right now, right? Like, I mean, like, look at this, right? Way worse than what's happening right now. So, we always like overreact and panic. Like, if you keep zooming out, you're going to keep finding more things, right? Like, look at COVID, right? Like, look at COVID. Spy went from 340. Spy went from 340 to 220, right? Like it wasn't pretty. So nothing has changed, right? Nothing has changed. That's how people get into amazing positions. I promise you, somebody's going to come back and ask. Let's say the market keeps selling off, right? Nvidia goes to $100, $90, whatever, right? And then Nvidia eventually goes back to 150. Someone's going to come on stream and say, "Is it a good time to buy Nvidia now? Is it a good time? Is it a good time?" Right? So This is when, like, if you've been missing out on like long-term stuff, you can start to slowly dollar cost average. Because again, you don't know where the bottom is at, right? So you can't just say, oh, let me just go all in because I think this is the bottom. Is We don't know that, right? We really don't know that. So you just have to you know what I mean? It's time for Peter to buy the dips. That's all I know. It's time for Peter to buy the deep skis. Uh, uh, two, two, two. Do, do, do. Time for Peter to buy the dip skis. Mm. 2020 for long term. Okay. Yeah, there you go, right, boss? And how's that position now? Long term opportunities, yeah. Right. Josh says these are the opportunities you live for. Exactly. Exactly. So it looks like we're kind of bouncing, but again, we've been bouncing and dipping and bouncing and dipping, right? So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how how the whole thing plays out, and then go from there. Guess what, guys? Right? MA. Did you get into this one, AK? Right. So that bottom for MASS really was the bottom, actually. Right. That 310, 315, and then popped all the way to 360. Actually, that's a really nice pop. FRGT is still holding the same bottom at $1.50, so that's okay. CYCU, nothing happening there yet. The S&P is again one green candle and then back down, right? So we're clearly on a downtrend, right? Clearly on a downtrend there. So nothing's really changed. Wheeler still holding $3. Yeah. Scaling. Is It's currently at 140. Yeah, right. I mean, like that was a worse time than it is, like that was a worse time than it is now, right? So you loaded VSAT, VTSAX, one of those what is that, Fidelity or something, one of those other broker spy market ETFs, right? When COVID was happening, and now it's at 140. So, yeah, damn, we're pushing for brand new lows of the day again. We just keep hitting lows on Vanguard. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, no, the market is definitely sus. So you want to be careful. You want to be careful. Uh, uh, yeah. Mm, 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 mm. There we go. Tariff. Yeah, VIX and UVXY. So if you're looking for some inverse ETFs, guys, UVXY would be one of them, right? Like if you're looking for like stuff to hedge your portfolio and stuff, as the market goes down, this goes up, right? UVXY. You could look at you could look at like SQQQ if you want to, right? Obviously, that's going up as well, right? You could look at there's a whole bunch. There's a whole bunch, right? You can look at VIX if you want to, but this is more of a. But yeah, you could look at this if you want to, right? So yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff to look at. You're making monies on UVXY, yeah, yeah. UVXY is usually the one that people run to, And these are just more just like vehicles to quickly play with and move on, because they're not exactly like nice long-term holds as a hedge, right? Because they get decayed and stuff. Yeah. There we go. To UVXY. Speaking of what's Bitcoin doing? Yeah, Bitcoin couldn't right, but it hasn't made brand new lows yet. That's because Bitcoin got slapped though. So, but yeah, no, it hasn't made brand new lows yet. No new lows. Yeah, there you go. SPY is making new lows though. Oh my goodness. A cave igloo? uh, it looks like FRGT is still looking a bit hopeful. You got stopped out? CYCU? What did you put your stop loss at? It looks like it's still sitting above the 200 though. You should have gone like below the 200 maybe. Bus. 2 weeks ago. Nice. Printed that bearish engulfing candle. Congratulations. Well done. Well done, skis. 73. Okay. Hopefully it gave you 73 though, instead of like wicking below to the 200. Hopefully. Hopefully. What's Tesla at now? The weekly? Okay. Oh my goodness, Tesla. Tesla is getting destroyed. We're gonna go back to like to 200. By the end of this, we're gonna be at 200. Uh, we're gonna be at 200. All the way to the abyss. Before the election, before all the good news. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Mm, 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 mm. Crazy. I just be safe out there though, please. XBP. I remember that one. Yeah, nice pop there actually. Yeah, that's a nice pop. There's a good dip too after the initial pop, Shima. That's a fat supply zone at 170. Yeah, probably. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Craziness. Yeah, looks like it just basically double topped and it's coming back down. That thing looks really crazy. Dang, look at CYCU now though. Came back to the 200 EMA and then popped back to the highs of the day. Pre-market highs. Next resistance is 82 cents. I think said screw your 82 cents. But yeah, no, 82 cents is your next resistance there. Your double top for CYCU. Yeah. And that's why I said earlier, Bus, like you're better off going below the 200 because your stop loss was right. Like your stop loss was right there. Your stop loss was right there, right? Right below, right above a key level, right? If you put your stop loss right below that, you would have been okay. Because yeah, that thing said goodbye. Thank you for giving us your stop losses. AK? Yeah, it looks like it's coming back to the bottom, huh? Two, 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 two. Okay. 11. CYCU is looking good though. Bloody, bloody, bloody. Uh, yeah, Wheeler's like that. Wheeler's a pump and dump. It's a pump and dump, Paul. A pump and dump. It's a pump and dump. Yeah, Spy pops a little bit and then boom skis right back to the bottoms. Pops a little bit and then boom skis right back to the bottoms. FRGT is getting slapped now too. In this market, honestly, you see gains, you take gains, and you go back to the sidelines. Scalp, scalp, scalp. What I'm hoping for is at some point, if we keep selling off, like we have a short squeeze somewhere. Um, at some point when the institutions start to feel the pain, guess where they're gonna go? They're gonna start taking out their short positions, right? They're like, you know what, we're getting margin called and blah 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 on these long positions, right? Well, we need to start closing our short positions, like the garbage positions, right? And then you start to see a lot of short squeezes in the market, right? So that'd be fun if we keep selling off. If we keep selling off. This is the 1 minute bus. There goes 86 cents for CYCU. CYCU. Oh, time to do surgery. Peter, what do you mean time to do surgery? Good morning, Chase. Yeah. Yeah, the markets are like we're getting slapped. Slapped. Sheesh. The only thing to hold is uh there we go. Looking for an object to chuck across the. I know. Yeah, your stop loss was a bit, but you live and you learn, right? It's a good. It's a you probably like learned a very valuable lesson, right? So, AK, you're done for the day. AK is like, you know what? This is not it. I give up. Like, look at the blood. Look at the bloods. My goodness, Tesla new lows. Yeah, AK, have a wonderful rest of the day. Yeah, today's definitely one of those days. Do, 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 do. Arch is cooking those spy puts though. Cooking spy puts. Okay, let me go back to CYCU. It looks like we really haven't closed, like a lot of candles above 82 cents for CYCU. We do on the daily. So 200. Yeah, SPY has a lot of room all the way down to like closer to 570. So will it get there though? That is the question. That is the question. Will it get there? Do, 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 do. Will it get there? Uh, to trade puts, make the money when yeah, you can trade puts, or you can just get to the inverse ETFs that we talked about, right? So let me pull up again. Let me pull up UVXY, right? UVXY. You could just trade something like this if you wanted to, right? You can just trade these, right? If you wanted to. Details. 10. Okay. Puts on puts. Thank you. Thank you. 200. I think it depends what you're trying to do, right? Like, are you planning on selling your short position? Because I know you have like a short position, right? You bought UVXY. Are you planning on selling the short position or getting into some long term stuff? It depends. Um, so it just depends what you want to do. It really depends what you want to do. I think so too. I think so too. I think the closer we get to 570 chase, I think we get a bounce at some point. But again, guys, we knew this was coming, right? Um, we've talked about this chart, this market cycle chart quite a bit, right? Again, March is usually like the worst month of the year, right? Like it's the worst, the worst, the worst, right? The absolute worst, like we hit lows of the year in March usually. So there's a reason for that. Right? And then as soon as March is like mid-March, like we're aggressively selling off. And then as soon as we hit mid-March, it's like, okay, what happened? Okay, bye. Did you buy the dips? Did you scale in? You didn't? Okay, well, see ya. Right? But it always seems like there's a reason for it though, right? It always seems like there's a catalyst, right? And Archer's been asking about this chart because he's been using it, right? It always seems like there's something else. Oh, it's COVID. We're crashing in March. When did COVID happen last time, guys, right? March 2020, right? A lot of the times when we have disasters, it's like, oh, yeah, it's March. Of course we're selling off, right? But yeah, but there's always like a catalyst. And every time people make it seem like the world is ending, you know? So that's why again you have to, like, if you're interested in something, you have to slow, like you're either playing puts, right? Like Archer is, you're playing some UVXY, or you're just slowly dollar cost averaging into some like really reliable stuff, like good companies, right? Um, for the long term, stuff that you're not planning on selling anyways. Uh, no, it's not Archer. It definitely isn't. No. Position around 18. London. I sell 25% of your position buy again low if SPY had a good bounce. I think you should probably be doing that, like dollar cost, like scaling out, especially when we're dropping like this, because at some point we're gonna get a vicious bounce, right? So I think that's a good idea. Oh, the lights in Vegas go out for the first time. Dang, that was a crazy time. Yeah. That's yeah, like I said, that's the first time I'd ever seen the S&P like get halted, Josh. Like it was panic, right? And that was clearly a time though that like people we could look and say like, oh my goodness, the world is really coming to an end, right? There's millions of people dying and there's no vaccine. Like what the hell is going on, right? Like every people dying. Whereas like this time people are panicking and we're panicking for tariffs, right? So and also at that point the Fed was like increasing rates, right? So a disaster, Fed, like raising rates, then they had to eventually cut. But yeah, I think with this sell-off though, I think the Fed at some point is gonna have to say, you know what, you know what, we instead of like one cut for the year, we might have to do a few more cuts. Yeah, yeah. It was Josh, dang, yeah. Philly closed. Yeah, definitely was a crazy time. Crazy time. Crazy time. um yeah. Yeah, no, that's what I mean, right? So you're better off like scaling out like 25%, like you said, right? You don't want to just jump all out just in case. Yeah. Crazy. So FRGT is retesting the 200 and also holding. Well, yeah, again, like times like this, you just have to make sure that you're actually holding stuff that you don't mind holding 5 years down the road, right? Like that's the question you should be asking yourself. Like, am I okay holding this stuff like 5 years down the road? If the answer is yes, then you're okay. You know, if you're holding some garbage and the market's doing this, then you have a problem. 18 cents, yeah, sure. That was a good bounce actually for GT. Good double bottom. This thing has some crazy swings, right? From 290 to 390. That's a nice pop actually. Yep. It looks like we're still fading bust at that same resistance for CYCU. As yeah, why is crypto so volatile? As much as we don't, as much as people, what I'm trying to say is, for the most part, for now, people still consider crypto a risk on asset, right? So when people are panicking, when the markets are selling off, the first thing they run to is to take off those risk on assets, take off the risk on assets, right? So they're like, I don't know what's happening. I'm panicking. Let me go sell the things that scare me the most, the things that I don't have the most confidence in, right? That's not everybody, but that's most people, right? That's most people. Um, so that's why crypto is volatile. Eventually, we will get to the point where you can look and say, oh, like okay, like 1 second. From this to Mm, 1 second. Two. You did? Nice, Chase. Well done. Oh yeah, Miss Lola, that's what you're asking for. Yes, SUNE. I know AJ was asking for this one this morning, or looking at this one this morning. Are you in a position, Miss Lola? I know you're usually in these like positions at the bottoms. It looks like we're hitting lows. Not sure why it's dipping like that though. You might want to find out why it crashed like that. But it looks like it finally found somewhat of a base at 18 cents, right? Yeah, see, there you go. I know you're usually in at the bottoms. Yeah, so good job. Yeah, I mean, this one's pretty easy to manage at this point. Put a stop loss right below 18 cents. If it breaks below 18 cents, that's not a good thing. Okay. A bit. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, Spy actually had a nice aggressive pop there. So that was what Chase was talking about. And then obviously UVXY is going to dip a little bit, right? CYCU is still stalling at that resistance there, so it's going to need to break above it. FRGT is still holding that 200 EMA. It looks like MASS came back to the bottom again. So did RDGT. At the register, waiting for people to sell their assets so I can get them at the scratch and and 10 prices. Yeah, exactly, Josh. Yeah, exactly. Um, yeah, be wealthy. Wealthy is far more healthy. Yes, I like it. Yeah, like if you think of all the people, like all the people that dollar cost averaged into the markets, in 2008, in the 2000s, like the early 2000s, right? The 2020 COVID, right? You think those people are happy now, right? You think they were happy when they were getting into those positions? There's a little, because you never know what's going to happen. So again, I think the goal is, to slowly, slowly, slowly dollar cost average because you never know where the bottom is going to be, right? What's Nvidia doing, by the way? I want to take a look. Uh, NVDA. What's Nvidia at? Nvidia is at 112. Yeah. Nvidia was at 110, guys. 110. 110. Sheesh. 110. My goodness. Anyways, yeah. So do your research, right? Look at the things you want to hold for a long, long time, and you're willing to dollar cost average a little bit at the time, and then go from there. Like I said again, this is the time where like if you don't have a long term portfolio, like if you don't have a long account, it might be a good time to start one, right? Not at all time highs, right? But when the market's getting slapped, you know, when the markets are getting slapped, that's when you do it. I wonder how red Nvidia is down 21% the last 3 months. Dang, slappity slaps, crazy, crazy, crazy. BTOG is flying. Yeah, RETO is also popping there. 90. Oh, let's go, Jericho. Jericho is having the time of his life with these dips. Ah, perfect. And yeah, you have yeah. Well, we can talk about that another time as well. But yeah, no. Again, Miss Lola. Yeah, we're almost back to 20 cents on this one. So congratulations. Let me take a look at RETO. I think had a nice little pop, but then it double topped at right below 110. 110. Oosh. Green. Na 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 na. 70 cents. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why it even dipped. And so I don't know if it has the ability to go up 70 cents, right? I know, right, Josh? Yeah, crazy, crazy, crazy. We shall see. We shall see the pain, Josh. It really is robbery, isn't it? Maybe as tariffs go up, they're gonna they're gonna move those things up as well. So, we shall see. Uh, BTOG to new highs of the day. Interesting. Oh, Josh, amazing tax eliminations in 2026. Let's do it. Let's do it. When a plan comes well together. Oh, like your long position, Chase. That was very nice. Congratulations. Yeah. Hey, Chase, when are you gonna come join us in Discord? Come join the options cooking lab in Discord. Come join us. Come join us, Chase. Let's trade some options together. Alrighty. Uh, again, you will, Josh. Okay. Is it popping? How are you, Tesh? You see all the blood on the streets? All the blood on the streets? Yep, yep, yep. Yep, yep, yep. I think Virus is training, and then Dan might have woken up and saw the violence. I think Dan is in the chat. Dan was in the chat earlier. There you go. Okay. Sounds good. Can you not taste? You really can, Josh. You really can. It's bloody, bloody, bloody. Yeah, no. At some point, we need an aggressive bounce, though, just like we had the other day. Maybe at the end of the week, just like they did on Friday. So they can let the Bears enjoy the entire week, and then on Friday, obviously they don't want to pay these puts in the money, so then they cook it on Friday, and then resume the sell off, maybe. But we'll see how that whole thing works out. See how the whole thing works out. There you go. Wasn't Trump saying? Oh, maybe that was the TSM announcement, I guess. Because I remember Trump saying there was an investment coming in, but maybe that was the. And then again, he's addressing Congress tonight, right? 9 p.m. Eastern time. Trump is. So let's see what he says. My question is, when does Trump sleep? Like, when does the man sleep? Yeah, that was $100 billion. Yeah, TSM. Yeah. Yep. Whose fault, SB? Whose fault? It's all the people selling, all the people panicking, all the market makers scamming us about this price action. But it happens every single March. It's really how easy people are. Yeah, exactly. It always seems like there's something else. Like we can always find something to blame, right? We can always find something to blame, but every single year, right? There's a crazy sell-off in March, right? There's a reason why the S&P seasonality chart captures that, right? End of February, right? And it works out really perfectly, doesn't it, right? Like we were sitting at all-time highs, right? Going into February, right? And then all of a sudden we turn around and then we start crashing and then we continue in March, right? Like this seasonality chart captures it perfectly. So there's always something to blame, but it always works like this. It's like we blame Biden, we blame Trump, we blame tariffs, we blame China, we blame this, we blame Russia, Ukraine. We always find somebody to blame, right? Same question this morning. When does he sleep? Like when does the man sleep? When? I have nothing to do with this red markets. Paul, part of this is your fault. Yeah. Part of this is your fault. Looks like UVXY is slowly retesting the demand zone and trying to curl back up, Shima. And MASS is still holding that same bottom at 320. Is anybody playing with this one? Maybe. Maybe. And then CYCU, right? Too much resistance at the top. Too much resistance. Too much. Joe. Oh my goodness. Here comes another bear. Causing the violence. Oh my days. Yeah, look at CYCU. Slapped. Mm, 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 mm. There you go. Let's go, Joe. Look at Varos. Varos. Were you trading virus? Tesla puts doing well so far? Yeah, your Tesla puts should be printing. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, anything puts you have should be printing. Shima? Yeah, Shima is just scalping UVXY. So, yeah. Looks like FRGT is actually still holding that same bottom, which is good, actually. FRGT. So that's a good thing. Let's go. Uh, After your biggest trading partner and claim it as a, yeah. Anyways, anyways, you wish you could capture like the panic when the markets are crashing and then show people the same panic when the markets hit all-time highs again. It never feels amazing though, it never feels good. But sitting on the bus enjoying the ride chase, yeah, that's what you should be doing. 155 FRGT. Yeah, I don't want to show the S&P too much, people need to not panic anymore. So just know that it's going to be okay. So Ontario is issuing a 25% export tax on electricity to the US. Oh, Canada is fighting, guys. Canada is, you know what, guys? We're going to send you all, we will fight back. 25% on exported electricity. Pyros, you know what? Enough. Enough. Let's stay above 570. Can you do that? Yeah, no, that 200 that 200 sitting, that 200 is really close to that spot. And you sell into only to watch it double a week later. Yep. Rather than losses. Yep. Canada is like, you know what? You know what? You want to fight? We take our lights from you guys and all our inventions from you guys. Let's go, Canada. Uh, True, true, true. I bet you the Canadian dollar is getting slapped. Is there a chart for the Canadian dollar? I wonder. Canadian dollar futures. This is not right, guys. That's not it. But that's just funny, you know. Anyways, uh, so that's the Canadian dollar future. Canadian dollar. Uh, I just want like the Canadian dollar, you know. Anyways, yeah. Don't laugh, guys. Don't laugh at our dollar, please. To shut the power off in New York and Minnesota. Yeah, if you guys fight us, we will shut the power off. Canada. That was called oh, Canada. Canadian dollar. Okay. Mm, 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 mm. Well, I think this is the actual Canadian dollar thing. Yep, look at it. Look at it. So all of those people saying, "Oh, Canada can do this. Canada can do this." No, Canada better find a way to make this work. Otherwise, we're gonna get slapped. You know, like my $1 is gonna be yeah, slapped. Like look at this. Look. So we can blame like we can try and blame the US all we want as Canadians. We can try and blame the US all we want. We've been getting slapped for a long time now. All year the Canadian dollar has been going down. You think that's a sign of a strong economy? Right? You think so? When did the tariffs start? Just over here? Over here, right? But what happened over here? Rubbish. Exactly, Archer. All the way to the abyss. Exactly, Ryan. Like we've been getting slapped and entered by our own people. Our own people. So we can say, oh, tariffs. Like look at this. We're already sitting in the abyss, right? Like years ago, $1 Canadian was $1 US. $1 Canadian was the equivalent of $1 US. Okay, like we were fine, right? Economy was strong, everybody was happy, everything was booming. You know, my $1 could buy $1 worth of US stuff. Yeah. Now, look at this. It's been getting slapped for years now. So we need bigger changes more than tariffs. Otherwise, we're gonna end up in even more a business. How to make our own hockey sticks? UOD. We're not giving you a hockey sticks anymore. Canada is fighting back. No more hockey sticks for you guys. No more electricity. No more oil. No more lumber. No more trucks. No more. I'm kidding, by the way. We're just kidding, right? The smart people will figure it out. They will figure it out, okay? You know, the economists, right? The people that are in charge, the people that are they're supposed to not screw us, you know, they will figure it out. The smart people, right? So we're just kidding. This is all just for entertainment purposes only, right? How the hell do you go on vacation when yeah, like look at this. 69 cents, guys. 69 cents. This is like Mullen 2.0. The Canadian dollar is the equivalent of Mullen of the oh my days. We only got comfortable and only focused on providing for the US. Yeah, Ryan? Yeah. Maybe now somebody can figure it out, you know? Maybe now they can start looking at other countries as well and say, "Oh, let's sign a deal with China, you know? Let's sign a deal with some other people." Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Sky? No, I'm just saying like if we look within, right? Like I forget about Trump, right? I'm saying if we look within, we already have issues, right? The numbers say it. The facts say we already had issues before Trump, right? So, like we're looking for the easy stuff to blame, right? We already had issues. We need to fix our own issues, you know? Ryan, sorry. Uh, yeah, craziness. What's showing, Josh? What happened? We're taking Canada. We will fight. You guys better not come for Canada. Canada is not for sale. You see these muscles? Yeah. Don't you dare. Uh, yeah. Anyways, what can we do, guys? Look at MASS. That thing cooked. That was beautiful. So there definitely are opportunities in the market, guys. Like there are opportunities in the market. Um, mm, 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 mm. Okay, there we go. Uh, anyways, if US takes Canada, you will be able to trade pre and after hours. Daniel, I mean, you can now, just not. You can now, just not on all brokers, Daniel. Yeah, exactly, virus. Exactly. Right. Again, we've showed the psychology chart, right, so many times already today, right? It's we all panic too much, right? We panic too much. We look for stuff to blame, right? Um, you know what I mean? But every March it's like this. Last March was the same thing, right? Um, it's always like this. March is always like a rubbish month. You just got out, story. Congratulations, you made nice monies. So again, these are times where you dollar cost average into long term like good stuff, right? Okay, sounds good, Teggy. Sounds good. Sounds good. Did you do well today? Maple cookies, Ryan. Maple cookies. Yeah, Nvidia went up a little bit. Bitcoin went up a tiny bit, right? UVXY is doing a good job of holding above that VWAP Shima, so that's good. So yeah, someone needs to be blamed for the blood. Yeah, for now we blame Trump. Okay. I don't mind, but I also like I don't mind people doing that, with an understanding that there's more to the story than meets the eye, right? Like we can jokingly say, "Oh my goodness, like come on, Trump, like you need to relax, stop fighting everybody," right? Like what's with all the terrorists, blah blah blah, right? As long as you do that with an understanding that what there's more to this, right? And also like you have a plan for yourself, then that's okay, right? If you're just emotionally getting like if you're just emotionally like fighting what's happening, then that's not a good thing already. So don't let it at the end of the day, like blaming Trump or anybody else isn't going to do you any good, honestly, right? It's just going to stress you. There's no value in it, right? So try and stay calm and come up with a plan for yourself that works for you, and then just go from there. That's the best thing to do. There's always going to be somebody that we can blame. I don't blame anyone. And exactly, Josh, right? There's always going to be someone we can blame, honestly, right? So yeah, we don't care. Malas is cut it off in California and New York. We don't care. Uh, not the way the not one person have no yeah, yeah, exactly. There's always more than meets the eye. There's always so much more, um, right? So yep. I mean, and if you really want to get into the blame game, we can start to blame, the people that are panic selling, right? We can start to blame the institutions that are dumping shares, right? Why is Warren Buffett selling? Why? Blame him, right? Why is he selling? Why are all these people selling? You know what I mean? So um, yeah, these guys are all criminals, all of them, every single one of them criminals. So don't let yourself get too emotionally invested in all of this criminal activity, please. Alrighty, and definitely don't go fighting anybody else, you know, because whoever you're fighting is in the cause of this. If we're blaming people, so just stay calm and come up with a plan. Whether that plan is DCA, whether that plan is holding cash, whether that plan, whatever your plan is, honestly, just believe in your plan. And if somebody gives you like a more information than you have to make a better decision, maybe listen, right, and then say no, thank you, or say yes. But don't let your emotions get the best of you when the markets are selling off. Alrighty, looks like we're selling off again because UVXY is going back up, but that's a nice bottom. That VWAP Shima is nice. He is in the Oval Office. Oh. Yep. Yeah, at least the Canadian dollar has hit a bottom, guys, right? Hopefully. Ah, crazy. Yeah, we're not sending you guys on maple syrup anymore, guys. 50% tariffs on maple syrup. 50%. 50% on our maple syrup. You think so? Yeah. The more time that we spend blaming, the less time we spend getting paid. Exactly, story. Exactly, right? So honestly, yep. True. Yep. True. Humming along just fine until the bankruptcy king showed up again. uh, yeah. We'll see how the whole thing plays out, Sky. The one thing that I do know, though, is we can say the economy, like the US economy, sure. Right? The Canadian economy, not so much. Like our economy, you and I, Sky, not so much. Right? So, yeah, not so much. That's why Canada has been cutting rates like crazy people. How are they going to eat their pancakes? They can take the tariffs off, and then we can give the maple syrup SB. And also we're not sending you guys any more Canadian, or hockey players. No more Canadian hockey sticks. No more. See what you guys do. What's a good aluminum? Let's ask ChatGPT. Actually, let's ask Mr. Grok. What? No. ETF. How about you? How about you? There. La 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 la. So there you go. These are a few. These are a few, right? So USCF, um, one of the few, especially targeting la 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 la. So and then you have DBB, right? Then you have the BlackRock version, IYM. So and then you have the Invesco, Spider, XME. So there are a few, it seems. But yeah. So I would just look at these and look at the ones that have the most, the most assets on the management and go from there. You're welcome, Jordan. Yeah. So compare some of these and the ones with the big monies. That's where you go. Uh, for people from Florida, yeah, exactly, Sky. No more basketball players either, right? But you notice that in all of these scenarios, though, Canada ends up suffering more than the pain we cause, Sky. Oh, if the states is like, you know what, you guys can keep the Toronto Raptors. We don't want any more of Canada rubbish. Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Pain is what that is. So Canada needs to diversify. Hopefully, this is a big wake up call for them. I do better. No, no virus. I'm not looking at any spy charts. Enough pain. Yeah. Bradley, come on. Uh, come on. I will look at SPY when it's back above 580. Back above. Unbelievable. Uh, I mean, someone asked a good question earlier, right? Like which other country around the world takes the taxpayer monies and but again, there's nothing that's ever done for free, though. So we have to remember that too. Nothing's ever done for free. I think we will be back to making all-time highs again in a few months. Wall Street, I agree. I completely agree. I completely agree. When the markets are crashing, guys, I think the question that I think where the market is always like reading ahead, right? So it's trying to price in the potential issues that tariffs are going to cause, right? That's what it's doing. But I don't think we could really look around and say, oh yeah, we have big issues right now. Don't think we can really do that. FRGT is still looking good though. It needs to clear the view up, obviously, but it's been bouncing nicely up the 200, so that's good. So that is good. Book deals. Let's go. So this whole thing, right, shouldn't come as a surprise to anybody, like that the markets are selling off in March. We talked about that already, right? Like looking at the market cycle, right? Also, Virus has been spamming this in Discord, right? Like Virus has been spamming this over the last 3 weeks now. And this is what Virus was posting, like the middle of last of like the again, like look at this, right? The end of last year, Virus was saying this, right? End of last year, right? End of last year, 2024, Virus was already spamming this in Discord. He's been spamming this for months now, right? March is going to be bloody. March is going to be bloody. Markets keep hitting all-time highs. March, right? So again, this whole thing shouldn't be like a massive, massive, massive surprise that all of a sudden, like we're seeing blood. Next year we're gonna forget and we're gonna panic again because that's what retail does. Yeah. Do, 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 do. I have multiple eyes, prints, multiple screens, multiple fingers, multiple members. Um, yeah, come join us, Prince. Uh, in other countries, they're not taking taking you for dinner or what, Bradley? Before a Trump speech, I think we clear up some of the sentiment and yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Right, like sell off today and then we recover tomorrow. Good morning, Raven. The long term accounts are bleeding, Raven, bleeding. Yeah, I thought it was a State of the Union, but he's speaking to Congress, right? Something like that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see. You haven't slept, Paul? Okay. After the trip, oh yeah, jet lag. Get some rest, Paul. Get some rest. See you later. Yeah, I don't even look. Yeah, no, it's not even worth looking. Unless you're gonna buy the dip skis, it's not worth looking. No, 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 no. This is the session to buy dips. Joe, I agree. Days, I can look at the S&P. What's your question, though? Do you have a question? Like, what would you like to know? What would you like to know? Okay. Oh, there goes FRGT, guys. Anybody holding FRGT? Nice little pop there. Anybody scalping this one right now? You sold it on the dips and stand on their own 2 feet. You are Shima, 55, 70, like it. What area would you say would be at least bullish for short term? Oof. So your question, you need to clarify your question. So bullish in the sense that we bounce and it looks more promising again, or bullish in the sense that you want to buy the dip. Right? Those are two different things. Yeah. So again, obviously there's still a little bit of room to the downside, right? There's still room to the downside, but your question is like, are you asking for bullish so you can buy the dip skis, or are you asking for bullish because we turn around and we're on an uptrend again? Yeah, that's okay, Sky. Honestly, that's okay, right? That's okay. Was nervous making entries today? No, that's okay, guys, right? If you don't feel safe, like don't do anything. Sit on your hands. To buy the dips, okay? So looking at the S&P, right? Virus has been spamming that that 565 level, right? 565, 565. But I think the closer we are to 570, I think it's a good time to start scaling in, right? Slowly. Because I think no one can ever predict the exact bottom of the market, right? So if you like some things and they're down 20%, like Nvidia's down 20, 30% in the last 3 months, right? That's an extreme case, just because that thing was way, way, way high, right? But if your names are dipping to good levels, right, you might want to look at like your specific stock, right? Unless you're just looking to buy SPY itself. But again, like I would say dollar cost average, like slowly dazed, right? Yeah, exactly. Buy the dipskis, dollar cost average into the dips, right? Don't try and like look for the exact bottoms, because if you're trying to do that, oof, one of these days when the market decides to cook, you're gonna miss it by 10 cents. Then they gave more than any other country. Yeah, yep, yep, yep. I do agree though. Like a lot of like first world countries like cause a lot of chaos in third world countries. Um, Speaking from experience, because I grew up in a third world country. A lot of countries, U.S., UK, France, criminals, they cause a lot of chaos because some people grew up in that chaos. Isn't the countries, isn't the countries. Eh, chaos. Yeah, I've seen what happens. Yeah, no, for sure, Josh. But I've seen what a lot of these countries come in and do. I don't think it's very rare that you find a country on the face of the planet that doesn't have enough resources to sustain itself. But then you look at the deals that like some of the leaders have with some of these countries, and it's like, damn, really, you're living a life of luxury, while your people are living in misery, right? Where are all these things going? Oh, I see where they're going. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I see where they're going. Oh, China's coming in, huh? Huh. Interesting. What the hell is China doing in an African country with all of. Anyways, Husa. Question for Chad. Adding $3,000 to my IRA today, what would you buy? JP, what do you have already in your IRA? Yeah. You're still living in one. Oh my goodness, D. Leave Canada alone. Don't make us fight you guys. Don't make us fight you guys. Who knows how long the dip will last? Buy the uptrend. No, Chase. I personally like buying the dip more than the uptrend. Yeah. If you dollar cost average slowly, Chase, I prefer buying the dips more than like the uptrend. But that's just me though. Like if you like buying the uptrend, that's okay as well, right? That's okay. There's not, the trend is your friend, right? Go with the vibes. Um, I think if it's a long term position, then I'd rather buy the dip skis. Yeah, I like bottoms. Yeah. And run them out too, Bradley, right? Uh, yeah. Yep. 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 450. Tesla's at 265 now. Jeez, virus. Bloody. So JP's been buying some Tesla, VOO, Amazon, and some sound, QQQM. Okay. Yeah. 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 Yeah, why do I yeah, like VOO and QQQM, honestly, especially when there's a lot of uncertainty, JP, I kind of feel like, like those are positions that you will never regret, right? No matter how red you are and how low they go, you will eventually be okay, right? So Virus would put that 3K in AMD, and you're serious? Yeah, there you go, right? So yeah. So what's AMD at now? AMD's at 97-ish. Crazy. What a time to be alive. What a time. Forming on NQ on the 3 bidden. Give me a pump, Joe. Give me a pump. Dan. Tank. Well, I mean, JP. Yeah, 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 yeah. I added some QQQM today. JP, like I posted in Discord. Added some QQQM. Na na na. Let's see. Oh, what did he say? What did he say? What's Canada Prime Minister Justin Trudeau just said? Canada will not back down. Unbelievable. Canada will not back down. Uh, Canada will not back down. Well, why Canada doesn't need to back down, you know? And Canada shouldn't back down, right? Why should Canada back down? My only question for him though is where's he been the last like 4 years when Canada was going to the abyss on its own? Is my only question. Where? And a turbo time for those already in. Gotta get the yeah, exactly, Jordan. Exactly. You're losing. You know, if you're in already, you're losing some gains or losing some of your monies, right? But if you're not in, oof, nice time to start scaling in. Not today, yeah, Joe. Yeah, MNQ is way better today. Slower, less violence. Na 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 na. Na. WTI, okay. Phew, okay, I can finally look at SPY, guys. Phew, okay, we can take a breather, guys. That is a nice W on SPY. Chase, did you get in on this one? We need to get back above five. Like we need to get. We're not even like. Who said that? That was Joe going for 76. Joe, do better, please. Do better. Unbelievable. Canadian dollar just hit new lows, guys. Unbelievable. Who do I need to speak to the manager. Who do I speak to? Yeah. Dollars in tariff retaliation. I don't want to be roasted every day, you know, Ryan. Can you imagine being a leader of a country? Damn, no one's nice to you. It doesn't matter if you're doing good, doing poorly, people will enter you on social media. Sheesh. And then now, you know, instead of Dan making gifts of me, some other dudes are going to start making gifts. And then I'm going to end up crying, you know? Are you waiting for the 50-minute candle? Yeah. Yeah. Sheesh. The monthly? Fine. I'll look at the monthly for spine. Unbelievable. Sheesh. This is the first month we've been red actually since October 2023. This is the first red monthly candle on SPY, right? Like, so honestly, sometimes people panic, and then you really get to zoom out. Like, look at this, guys, right? Like, look at this, right? All of this panic is caused by one monthly red candle. Like, look at these other monthly red candles, right? Like, you know, look at this. We've had other monthly red candles too. But anyways, yeah, no, for sure, virus, for sure. You also see like the 9 EMA on the monthly for SPY, right off like 571, 571 ish, right above it. Yeah, for sure. Okay, let's move on because SPY is about to go back to the abyss. Silliness, silliness. Sheesh, BTC. Okay. So my question for you though, right, Sky, is what about the other months that we had multiple red candles? Who was in charge then? Right? We had like 6 monthly red candles every month, red. Who was in charge then? SB, not SB, Sky, right? So, no. With that political climate, that yeah, no, exactly right. I agree with that. I agree with that for sure. Yeah. Do. Let's see. You can kind of tell that some of these stocks are slowing down a bit, slowing down a little bit. We had 3 years of green thumb. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That right, Sky. Like you can't expect like every to be green all the time, right? You know what I mean? Like we can't be green all the time. We have to dip sometimes. And again, like that monthly candle hasn't been closed yet, right? Sky. So we're just starting. Just taking advantage of the situation we're in. Yeah, exactly. Virus, exactly. Yep. Yep. Honestly, if there was one person if I wanted to blame one person, I would blame the market makers, right? Who do you think is causing this panicking? Who do you think is causing the selling? Who do you think is buying the dipskis, right? When you sell, who do you think buys? Who benefits from the markets going down? Like, if you're worried about the markets dipping, that's the question you should be asking. Like, who's benefiting from this, right? Honestly, like when Biden was in power, we didn't even know where the dude was for 2 weeks, and we were just celebrating. Let's go, highs of the day, all-time highs. Let's go. That was nice, wasn't it? That was nice. Uh, oh my days. Biden was like, "Where am I?" Don't worry, guys. Keep cooking. And then he woke up 1 month later for ice cream. And then we had like one red day, and then he went back to bed, and then we kept cooking. Oof, those were nice. Let's go. Uh, yeah. Yup. No, again, guys, I will always Canadians. So Trudeau says Canadians are polite, but we will not back down from a fight. Canada will implement a 25% tariff on $155 billion of American goods. Okay, that's old news. Yeah, but the one thing though, guys, if we can learn anything from all the chaos is don't fight your fellow human over stuff that you don't understand, right? Please. Alrighty. I mean, honestly, at no point should you fight your fellow human over monies or politics and stuff like that. Don't stress yourself over that stuff. If there's one thing we take away from this stuff, alrighty, like let everybody have their opinion, right? It's okay. Like it's your life. You were blessed with a life, right? You can live the life however you want. You can have whatever opinion you want, right? And you will not be judged. Alrighty, so like you can have whatever opinion you want. Just don't fight somebody else over their opinion, right? Don't stress yourself. You know what the number one cause of sickness is? Stress. Alrighty? So don't get overly emotional over this stuff. The criminals are somewhere else. The criminals are hiding somewhere else, guys. And here we are. So we're just trying to improve our lives, right? That's it. Like we're trying to make the best of the rubbish, right? So like don't go fighting other people, on like social media and stuff like that. Because you end up just getting stressed. And at the end of the day, it's like, okay, like what did you benefit? Like what was the gain? Like what was the gain? Like what did we gain from fighting each other? The rich, somebody got richer, right? The criminals got exactly what they wanted. And all we did was stress ourselves out over it. So like, it's actually lack of sleep, which is not always a symptom of stress. That is what makes most people sick. Ah, anyways, la 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 la. Just go to church on Sundays for the first start. We need to send Josh to church. Virus definitely needs to go to church every single day of the week. You know. But yeah, yeah, yep. No hard feelings. This community is still there for each other. Absolutely, SB. Absolutely. So, when we trash talk each other and stuff like that, hopefully you guys understand that we're just sharing our opinions, right? Don't let somebody's opinion piss you off. Like if, even the stuff that I say, some of the stuff I say will come from a point of ignorance, right? So, I mean, a lot of the stuff that I say, when it comes to like stuff that we're not overly educated on, right? So it comes from a point of it's from a point of ignorance. So that's just me like venting my own opinion. And yeah, 25%. Ah, just terrifying each other. Exactly, SB. Exactly. Yeah. Alan, oh come on, don't make me fight you, Alan. Don't make me fight you. So yeah, it's all love, all love, all love, all love. Back to exactly right, Sky. We go to the stocks, nothing's moving. So yep, we need something to squeeze so we can forget about all of this tariff rubbish. Exactly, Bradley. Exactly, exactly. So IVVD. Okay, let me take a look. IVVD. Oof, that's not bad. Again, 34%, nothing crazy, but not bad at all. The volume is okay, like nothing out of the ordinary. You can see that by the way the candles are moving, but yeah, it's going to be super slow. It looks like the float is 75 million. So yeah, no more syrup for Americans. No more syrup. No more syrup. And once we sell our syrup to China, we're gonna make the U.S. the 11th province of Canada. Again, I'm just kidding. But anyways, do. You guys are gonna have to eat your pancakes like that. Uh, no, 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 no. There you go. Vegan, not boring pancakes. Unbelievable. American do have nice pancakes though. That was nice those were nice pancakes in the States, Josh. Uh Sky says no, we don't want them. uh isn't it always interesting though the divide of like, of people? Yeah. It doesn't matter where you are, like you move past like the obvious, and like people are amazing all over the world, like people are amazing all over the place. Obviously there's always, the exception, like, yeah, like people are super amazing all over, you know it's like, just look at the community. Like we like have people in the States that will like help you, no questions asked, right? We have people in the UK, people in Australia, people in Asia, right? Like it, like all over the place, like people are genuinely amazing. Yeah, exactly, Josh. Yeah, exactly, Virus. Waffle Sunny, yeah. Yep, all the same. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Inspire new lows yet? For the rest of our lives, if Canada does this, well, you better take the tariffs off. You guys need to. I'm kidding. Anyways, let's see. RDGT straight to the abyss. CYCU is just consolidating there still. Yeah, FRGT is still just consolidating as well. Hmm. Let's see. Is there anything else that we like? Nope, don't really see anything that I like for swing plays either. Yeah, don't forget to smash the like, guys, if you haven't already, please, and thank you. Hit that subscribe if you're new, and if you're not a member yet, click the link at the bottom there from Nightbot and come join us. You know how yeah, this side of the world. Yep, 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 yep. Jeff, yep. Chicken and waffles. I've never actually had chicken and waffles. I think that's like an American thing. But then again, it might be a Canadian thing. Yeah, I've just never had chicken and waffles. I've had waffles. Waffles are nice, but yeah, I like pancakes and maple syrup. Maybe it's a Canadian thing. It's a Southern thing. Okay. No, I've never had a Troy. No. Yeah. Father figures. La 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 la. Today, really, chicken and waffles? We're like IHOP. Next Vegas trip. Next Vegas trip. Troy. Kind of feel like chicken and waffles would be better in the States, you know? How? OSCR. Is OSCR really green today? Dang, this stock is green today. That just goes to show you like a lot of strength. My goodness. Yeah, you always want to pay attention to the stocks that are green on a red day. I feel like this stock is going to be OSCR. Are you watching this one closely, Virus? Like this is going to be the next meme stock, or like large cap ish meme stock. Right, Sunny? I agree. Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Milk in bags? No, we have containers. Yeah. OSCR. Shima, is this one on your watch list? Better be. Better be. Dang, you need to look at a barbecue. It's called Salt Lake, Texas. Dang, that looks amazing. Sheesh. That looks so good. Dang, Tony. In Canada? Yeah. No, I've never seen milk in like in bags. Do, 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 do. To the front porch? Oh yeah, yeah, Josh, yeah. Those little containers from the farm, Josh. Yeah. Yep, yep. They do? Oh, Troy? Oh wow. Okay. Hmm. Crazy. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. I'm sure there are going to be opportunities, guys, as the day goes on. Like we're going to have little scalps here and there. So don't give up on the markets because you're like, oh, the markets are selling off, right? No, like the longer this goes on for, the bigger the squeeze is going to become. Like something is going to happen, right? Like one of these highly shorted stocks, like will explode 1,000%, and then like the momentum stock market is just going to start cooking. So yeah, damn, it looks like Bitcoin is SPY isn't necessarily struggling, but Bitcoin is BTC is having a hard time. Mm, mm, mm. Having a hard time. Mm, 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 mm. Uh, the chat talks about the foodies. Yeah, 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 absolutely. Yo, Rita, you don't like IHOP? Yeah, I go to IHOPs like IHOP once, like once like in 6 months or once a year for some pancakes. On your holo, you're in a 103. Yeah, it needs to stay above $1. Or at the very least, like I think the all-time low is close to $1, right? So yeah, it needs to stay above that level. If not, no, thank you. One. Okay, there we go. Let it take off, Chase. Send it, Chase. Can you imagine if we went from red to green today with all the panicking in the market? Shush, shush, crazy, crazy, crazy. Do, 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 do. Um, hmm. Do. Given up on fresh milk cow to get processed in spring. Next time I'm getting a bowl, so I don't have to pay fee. Oh yeah, yeah. FRGT. Yeah. See, that's what I mean, right? Tony, like the scalpy opportunities, like this one off 150, like 10-cent scalp, right? At least for now, there's some opportunities. Nothing crazy, but they're there. The best sound in the world was the music. Sheesh, 10 cents. Crazy, crazy, Josh. Do, 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 do. Crazy, crazy. How's your sourdough coming, Joe? How's your sourdough? Do, 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 do. On a truck now, yeah, it's insane. It really is. Inflation. That's why it's really important to buy the dips and at least beat inflation. Saving money doesn't work anymore. You gave up on it? Okay. Yeah. Yep, yep. I think Jax finally got it. So I don't know if yeah. Has been doing that since 2019. There you go, Jeff. See, Joe. If you need help, yeah, if you need help, just yeah, yeah, yeah. Joe. No, I gave up. I gave up. I just buy sourdough from the store now. Do, 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 do. Skip the next day and after the virus. Oh, 50% feeds. She like, does my mom know I'm working? Hello? He- do you know I'm working? Oh no, don't do it. Oh, why? Why? What happened? Oh, okay. Well, I could have guessed that, but anyways, okay, okay, bye. But you should do it. No, so she wanted this like potato slicer, and she wanted me to order it on Amazon. And like she told me yesterday, right? So she's like, "Can you order me a potato slicer?" Um, I'm like, "Okay." And then I never did it, right? So I was supposed to do it today. So then she was like, "Don't do it anymore." So at first I thought she was being sassy, like, okay, whatever, fine. But no, yeah. Anyways, uh, I was slacking. I was slacking, Shiva. So now she called. She's like, "Don't do it." Okay. No, that was a different lady, Shiva. Different lady. This lady I know. The other lady, yeah, criminal. No, I'm not gonna do a virus. I know, Josh. Yeah, Let's go. Is it sending it, Chase? Ooh, yeah. SPY is pushing a little bit. Joe, here comes that 576. Go, 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 go. That was a nice triple bottom, wasn't it? Look at the bottom for SPY. If we can stay above this bottom, that'd be good, you know? That'd be good. SPY, can you do us that favor, please? Pretty please? I really don't want to watch SPY Chase as much as I like seeing it, you know? And I want to look at the technicals. I don't want to watch SPY. You know, when you have a long term account, you know, that, you know, most of it is dependent on SPY, and you're like, you know what? I really don't want to look at it because then I, you know, yeah. Mass has been nice. Mass has been nice. That's a really good, like, you know, retest of the bottom there. So if you look at like these bottoms right there, that's a good retest. And then obviously you have a double top coming up, right? Like right around like, you know, the 85 through 85. So mass looks good. Again, that's what I've been saying, right? There are opportunities in this market to make monies, right? But Tony, yeah, yeah, it's a bit different. Like it looks different. The one she wanted, but something like that. Mm, uh, there you go. From Z bottoms. Okay, nice. Yeah, M and Q is so much nicer to catch the bottoms on. At least like you don't get the crazy 100 point, you know, instant minus $2,000 dips. Ah, yeah, Amazon's. If FTFT breaks 2455, the sky will open. Okay, I hope it does. We need the sky to open for some of these stocks. Yeah, BTC just had a nice recovery too as the S&P popped. So that's nice. So again, resistance for MASS, obviously this one's quite clear, right? So double top, and it's selling off, and then double bottoms, right? So not a huge surprise on this one if you're scalping it. Then you're back to trading next week, Jeff. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Good. Hopefully, when you come back, Jeff, the markets, you know, Trump is made deals. You know, get rid of the tariffs. Get rid. Yeah, let's go, Tony. Keep ripping. Let's go, Joe. Money's in the lab. You okay? Let me go see. Yeah. Yep. So Pepsi's green. Why? Why is Pepsi green, guys? Because people never stop drinking Pepsi, even when the markets are crashing. Unbelievable. Apple is green again. Google is green. You know what's not green today? I'm not gonna say it, but it starts with an A and ends with a D. That thing's not green. Yeah, Joe. Yeah. Oh. Yep. No, AMD, not green. Unbelievable. Get that out the screen. Oh, exactly, Tony. Yeah, people never stop drinking alcohol and Pepsi. So yeah, ends with a Y. I want to say thank you. This year learned last year and still learning. Absolutely, Yang. Thank you already. And we're all constantly learning. So absolutely. Honestly, me too. That thing is eating my money's virus. Even after I bought the dips, it gave dippity dips. AMDS? No, AMD is a nice long term play. Is it back to green? AMD is trending up, right? Which is good. About time. It looks like everything is kind of trending up, so that's good. We need red to green though. Tough times bring good times. Exactly. Tough times never last. Only tough people do. Yeah. Yep. Can you imagine though? Like, yeah. Can you imagine seeing the S&P halt, right? And then a year later we're talking about all-time highs. Can you imagine the feeling? Can you imagine selling your position when it's hitting all-time like lows and then, oof, the pain is something else. You should have bought some NVIDIA 108. Yeah. Jacob, yeah. And that's what I mean, right? Like you have the dollar cost average. If you like something, like if you're gonna buy something at 100, like if you're like, you know what, I want to buy Nvidia at 100, right? Nvidia was 150. It's lost, 40%. I want to buy it at 100, but we're now sitting at 110. You can start like, you can start like scaling in slowly, right? Because sometimes when you're waiting for that exact bottom, but that bottom is asking for an extra 10% after a 40% dip, like sometimes you're asking for too much, you know? Sometimes you're asking for too much. Yep. Yeah. I mean, we were trashing Tesla for a long time, right? From 200 to 140 to 130, right? And Virus was buying the dip skis, Josh was buying the dip skis, 150, 150, 150, and then boom skis, Tesla hit $500, right? So yeah, again, we crash and we come back. And the time we crash and we don't come back, money is not going to be important to you. Promise. You know, money is not going to be important to you. So, yep, opportunities, Shima, opportunities, opportunities. Yeah. Ah. Yes. That's true, Josh. That's true. I was trashing Tesla, trashing straight to the abyss. Yeah. But again, I will always trash with knowing that something is a good play, right? So, and I made it very clear, right? Like Tesla long term, yeah, yeah, you okay? Why? Because you have Elon. Well, who does AMD have? Hmm. Anyways, uh, $30. Let's say he's a millionaire, but he just won't say it. Wall Street, dang, $30. Can you imagine? Don't worry. In 20 years, 10 years, we're gonna be saying some things about some of these companies. Like, can you imagine where Spy was at 600? Oof. Can you imagine? No, no virus. Absolutely. I think we do a good job of like trashing each other or trashing these stocks with a good understanding of the bigger picture, which is why we have a good community. Yeah. About the monthly dividends, Jeff. Yeah. Do, 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 do. Do. Fried chicken and waffles. I wonder if they have that in the city here, Troy. But it's called Toronto's best fried chicken. So I don't. Anyways. Mullen is at the highs of the day, by the way. So if anybody was looking for something to watch, anyways, Spy's at 76 now, so looking good. Looking good. Spy and Bitcoin with a nice little pop. Queso. So what queso? What Cheese. I don't know what the other word is though. Something cheese. And just try chicken and waffles. It's good, Jonathan. Okay, I'm gonna have to try it. Yeah, I wonder if we. I'm sure we there has to be a place in the city, Jonathan. Here, so yeah, I saw the heat map, virus, and then I was like, wait, what? How? Look at Google, guys. Look at Google. Can you imagine holding Google and everybody's like, oh my God, the market is going down. And you're like, oh, wait, what? Where? I don't see downness. Uh, Hours to make? Oh, okay. Dang. Crazy. Oh, Paris? I think the reason why I looked is because I looked at the heat map and it was already pumping, right? So then, yeah. Yep. Let me look at BITO. I feel like I yeah, yeah. BITO. I think it's coming. What's CONY doing? Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I like BITO more than I like CONY. I don't know. Just it is on sale for sure. BITO. Yeah. No, I like this one more than I like the other one. The dividend for this one obviously is less, right? But that massive dividend on the other one scares me a little bit. As nice as it is, um, still a bit on the scary side. AMD is back to green, guys. AMD went from red to green. Keep cooking, markets. Keep cooking. Anyways, yeah, Bitcoin is pushing a little bit. Is truly established. Are excellent buys right now, in your opinion? Yeah, really good dips. Keep going, Joe. Keep going. Yeah, let's see how we end the day, though. See how the day ends. Let's do another 5 minutes, guys, and then we can hop off at some point and go back to Discord. Looks like mass filled at a perfect double top. Perfect double top for mass. Uh, yeah. Restaurants. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. Chase, did you end up getting into your position? So Zelensky says first stages. If Okay, dang, that looks. Oh my goodness, virus, that looks good. Damn, that's the queso burrilla. Dang, that looks amazing. I can't stop looking at it. Oof, that thing has so much stuff in there too. Shush. Now I just want some food. 4 long MNQ 1,000. Let's go. Well done. I have no idea, Jeff. I have no idea. Mm. 14. You glad you got out of it? Yeah. Uh, Restaurants. Yeah, Mexican food is amazing. Oof. Now, when I went to Mexico, the food was amazing. The best tacos I've ever had in my life. Shish. The best. Ooh, I've never had tacos that good again. Some people have amazing food. They don't know how good they have it. I think in Canada we have like Indian food is really good. What other culture would I say like has really good food in Canada? Uh, I'm sure there's a whole bunch of stuff that I haven't had, but yeah, Indian food is good. Oh yeah, I think like Asian food is good. Like Asia as it like all of Asia, right? It was virus. Heck yeah, that looked good. Yeah, yeah, exact. Troy. Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. Let's go, virus. Exactly. That's the goal. Puffy tacos. Puffy tacos. Hmm. Like next time, Josh. Next time, tacos. Yep. No, 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 no. Acon doesn't seem like it wants to die. Like it's still red, but it doesn't seem like it wants to die from the other day, Shima. Yeah. Found some good support this morning in pre-market and after the open at 560. And then now it's approaching that resistance we had yesterday too, at $7. That level was a magnet, and now it has some solid supply there. Hmm. Yep. Where it's at in the US, taco trucks. Okay. Taco trucks. La, 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 la. Do, 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 do. SLNH, Renewable North America and MAD, whatever. Some purchase agreement. Do, 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 do. I'd see. You guys are criminals, so I'm just gonna ignore. uh, uh, Unbelievable, criminals. As soon as I see Virus and Joe, I know they're up to no good. No good. No good. uh, yeah. Do you guys have donaires in the States? Donaires are amazing, Tony. Virus? Yep, yep, yep. uh, Donaires. So that's what the shawarma reminds me of, Tony. Donaires. Do, 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 do. Let's go, Jonathan. Thank you for the super sticker. Come join us in Discord, Jonathan. Come join us. Uh, should I be updating my trend line support? resistance as the day goes on. Also, should I do separate support resistance lines on the 5 minute hour? One color, five different colors for 1 hour. So all of this, Jonathan, goes back to your intention, right? So it really depends what you're trying to accomplish. If you're looking for day trades, um, I would say stick to that 5 minute. Um, Stick to the 5 minute. Like do your trend lines and your support and resistance lines on the 5 minute. You can keep them the same color because you're mainly going to focus on the same time frame. Alrighty, so it really goes back to your intention of like what you're trying to achieve by looking at that stock. Alrighty, so now if it becomes a different case if like if you're scalping it and then looking for a swing or are looking for a long term like position, then you can look at those different time frames. Alrighty, so if you can give me a bit more detail, and then I can add more to your question. But again, it will all go back to like what you're trying to accomplish, right? If I'm looking to scalp a stock that I might never look at again, you know what? I'm just gonna do that thing on the 1 minute, the 3 minute, the 5 minute, right? Like if I'm looking at this and I never need to look at this stock again because I'm looking for scalps, okay, cool. Like I'm gonna look at a small time frame, and then I'm also gonna go back and look at the daily or the 4 hour, and then do the lines, right? So you can do the lines on the daily, support resistance on the daily, and then come back to the smaller time frame, right? Yeah, you're trying to day trade and scalp. There you go, right? So then focus on the smaller time frames. Um, Alrighty. And so as time goes on, though, you will start to like look at time frames that you like. So the 1 minute, the 3 minute, the 5 minute, the 1 hour, right? So in the morning, you don't necessarily want to be doing that though, right? So when you're scalping a stock, you have to understand that you're scalping it because it has momentum. Alrighty, so then you need to be able to see that momentum on the smaller time frame. Because when you start looking at the hourly time frame on a stock that just had news, you're wasting your time. Alrighty, but as the day goes on, right? As the day goes on, and you have more information, you can say, "Oh, it's been 2 hours. It's been 3 hours. I'm still scalping the same stock. Now let me zoom out and look at the 5 minute. Let me look at the 1 hour because I have a lot more data. And then you can look at those support and resistance lines and the trend lines on the 1 hour or smaller. Alrighty. So the more information you have, the more you zoom out. Cool. Let's go, Shima. Let's go. Santa Shima. Santa Shima. Shima, we're gonna buy some land in Dubai. You know that, right? Anyways, thank you very much for gifting. Alrighty. Thank you, thank you. You're trying to give Jonathan a membership? Oh yeah. Did Jonathan end up winning? Jonathan needs to spam the chat more. Or watch the streams more. Yeah. Yeah. I wish we could like pick. That's why we did the wheel. Yeah, Shima, that's why we're doing the wheel, like the wheel, so we can spin the wheel with people that. Yeah. Let's go. Exactly, Shima. No, good job. Yeah, if you're making monies today, you should be very happy. Very, very happy. SPY is stuck at the 200 and the view at that, Joe. So that 76 is definitely a level. Oh, let's go, Josh. Good morning, Humble. Good morning, good morning. How are you? Let's go with Santa Josh, guys. Santa Josh is like, come on, everybody. Let's give more. Josh, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Uh, let's see. La, 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 la. Okay. Perfect. Thank you very much, Josh. Thank you. Uh, okay, there we go. Yeah, Acorn is cooking there, isn't it, Shima? Only criminal stocks run on days like this. Criminal stocks running on criminal days. Let's go. No one out Santa's me. Thank you guys very much. Thank you. Spin the wheel for Wednesday. Let's ask the wheel. The wheel. Actually, no, I can't do that because I'm just gonna copy the names. Um, so I'm gonna ask the market: have we hit the bottom? Yes or no? Yes. No. Has the market hit the bottom? Is it time to cook? Please say yes. Please say yes. Please say yes. Please say yes. Oh my days. Well, we don't believe the wheel anymore. Iris runs the damn wheel. So don't believe him. We've hit the bottom. Oh, Iris, there it is. Yeah, fine. I'm going to put these names back. Okay, there we go. Market is zero. Zero. Wheel is red like the market. Seriously. Seriously. Unbelievable, Jericho. Yeah, back to Acon. There's no more monies to be buying dips, Josh. No more monies. Can we just leave it here? Can SPY just consolidate here, you know? I consolidate at 580, right? For 3 weeks. And then cook. Really, SB? That just seems silly, you know? Like stuff like that is just silly. That just seems like an emotional decision more than a there, yeah. It's very childish. Very, very childish. You can kind of tell you can tell that's why our economy has been struggling, you know, because we have people making decisions like that. It's like, oh, Trump just did tariffs. How about we go take Starlink away because Elon Musk is connected to Trump? Trump, like, okay, come on now, come on, come on. It's maybe put a tariff on it, you know, or whatever you want to do, or like taking it away from people that are potentially using it. You know, some people rely on that stuff. You know, yeah, exactly, Troy. Exactly. People will always find a different way to, but uh, there's still 4 hours you could do better. No, but I need rest, Josh. I need rest. I just need to scalp futures instead. Those are the 4 hours. You can do it secretly, maybe. I don't know, Chima. I don't know. Yeah. Yep. 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 Yeah. No, that's good, Troy. Yup. Yup. Just go long on a good dip. Let's go back to the highs, please. Oh wow, today? Oh dang. So today, happy 68th birthday to the S&P 500. Wow. On this day in 1957, the S&P was officially created, replacing the previous 90s stock index. Dang, 68 years old. Yep. He's scrapping the contract, so I don't know if it's for private people or just for. Oh, I see. SB. Oh, okay. I see. I see. I see. I see. Yeah. So people might still, be able to use it. Yeah. Yes. 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 Alrighty, guys. Any last questions before we hop off and go back to Discord? Any last questions? Let me know. Again, don't forget to smash the like, hit that subscribe if you're new, and if you're not a member yet, take a second and hit that subscribe first, and then click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot. Come join us in Discord. Come join us in Discord. Alrighty. And let me know if you have any last questions, and then we can hop off and go back to Discord. VCT. VCT. And that thing got slapped there, Shima. Well, CYCU is just sitting there, not doing much. WCT. WCT. I mean, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy, but it's a push to the double tops. Yeah. Let's go, Josh. Yeah, late summer. Yeah. Can you look at George above the VWAP? Not quite yet. It's failing at the VWAP. Like it's failing some. I'm zooming out so you can see it. Like right there at 166. Like it's sitting. Yeah, maybe this candle will actually break above it. Right, but this was a good dip though. Like that was a good double bottom. Demands on 200 EMA. Blah blah blah. Back above the 9, and now it's using the VWAP as resistance. Right, like right there, very close, and then right there as well. So it's close. 166. George. Lunchtime. Yeah. Breakfast for me, Jeff. Let's go, Tony. Yeah. Yeah. No, Vegas was a lot of fun last time with Josh. A lot of fun. So it looks like it failed again there, George. Right, 166 resistance VWAPs. CRM L. Okay. Yep. SP. That's why our economy is struggling. That's why we're struggling. That's why the dollar is in the abyss. Because of behavior like that. But breakfast? No, it's 10 a.m. in the morning. Yeah. Usually when I get on stream, it's like, oh, when I get up, like it's 5, and then yeah, like 5, 6, 7, right? Like, that's way too early to be waking up to make breakfast or to eat. I mean, sometimes I do, but not consistently because it's way too early. Are you in a position, George? Is that why you're asking? He lives in the past. Anyways, yeah, it broke above all the way to 170. So that was a good bottom if you got in. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, too early. Bitcoin is at 84,000 now, so Bitcoin is coming back to life. Coming back to life. SPY is going for 577, so that's good. And FRGT is trying to test that supply zone there above 170, George. No, exactly, Jeff. No eggs. Yeah. Energy drink? That's not healthy, Joe. Do better, please. That is not good. You need to stay healthy. Stay healthy, please. Still at normal price in Canada? Yeah. I mean, the tariffs went into effect today, so let's see how the whole thing plays out. Alrighty, guys, we're gonna leave it here for now and continue in Discord. Be safe. Much love. Be nice to one another, please. Alrighty. And thank you very much for the support as always. Alrighty. Thank you for smashing the like. Thank you, Shima. Thank you, Josh. Alrighty. Much love all. And alrighty. Thank you, Jericho. Later. See you later, Joe. See you later. Much love, Josh. Later, later. It's curling again, Jeremiah. I'll keep an eye on it in Discord. Yeah, it looks like it's curling up that demand zone. So $3.30 of the lower SD band. Have a good one as well, Chase. Already. Keep cooking SPY. Cook it all the way back to 580, and then keep it there, please. Alrighty. Much love all. Bye everybody. Bye guys. Bye Jay. Thank you. Bye for now, Raven. Have a good one as well. Bye guys.